Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk dryer vents. Finally got the dryer vent installed, and so I figured I'd show you what I did and all of its wonkiness and ugliness, and show you what I had to do and thought process and everything, so hopefully it'll help you. So the dryer vent, basically it's a 4-inch piece of ducting that connects the dryer, exhaust on the dryer, to the outside so that you can vent the hot exhaust dryer gases, and it helps dry your clothes. If this is performing poorly, your clothes don't dry well. So it's good that you want to make sure you get this right. Starting off, I chose dryer box here. It is a I forget the brand. It's very common. I think it's called the dryer box or something along these lines. What it allows you to do is scoot the dryer all the way up against the wall and not kink and pinch the flex hose that goes into it. So I've been impressed with this. I like this idea, so I highly recommend. Mine is in a 2x4 wall, which presents its own set of challenges because you heard me say 4-inch duct, and then 2x4 wall is 3.5 inches wide, so you see the problem. Sidebar, if you're building, I would recommend making this wall with your dryer a 2x6 and save yourself some hassles. Hindsight, I wish I did that. But I didn't because this is my first time. So we're learning together. So 2x4 wall, they make 2x4 dryer boxes. And what they do is, as you can see here, this 4-inch pipe, right? As we go down into the dryer, we just squish it and becomes a more, oval shaped, and comes down here. One thing I liked about this dryer box had this little gauge that you basically bend down and bend around, had little notches on it, and then it basically holds this in place so you get the proper collar depth while you're doing the rest of your work, so it doesn't slip down and whatnot. That's really nice, I think. And this box also has a 1/2-inch port for a 1/2-inch gas line for gas dryers, which I'm not gonna have a gas dryer, but I'm gonna plumb it for gas just cause you never know. So, so I guess I'll show you what I did. Basically a 4-inch pipe all the way up. I strapped it part of the way. A little bit of movement, but not bad. I might add another strap at the top. In a 2x4 wall, you have to cut out the entire top plate there. I didn't like this because you can see I've got beams and joists right there next to it, and those beams, they're directly bearing onto studs. It's close. I'm talking with my builder. We're not all that concerned. I may see about doing some bracing, and when the framer's going to come back in a few days, weeks, whatever, to do some cleanup, I might mention it to him then just to see if there's any concerns. I don't think there was. There's really no other way we could have really done this. So this is what we chose to do. And due to the crazy joists in the garage that you can see, I had to have this thing take a wonky path. So I basically go up, I immediately make a 90, then I make another 90, and then I'm going to shoot straight out the wall. It's worth noting at this point that I think this is code, or at least general best practices. You want no more than 25 feet of ducting between your dryer and the outside. And 90s count as 5 feet. I think 45s 2.5 feet, and so on. So you can see I've got 9-foot walls here. So what? About 8 feet of pipe, 10 feet of 90, plus another foot in between there. We're getting close to 25 feet, and we ain't even hit the wall yet. So there's ways around that. So you can see it goes right above the mechanical room, and you can see there's plywood in the mechanical room. You're gonna get to see a sneak peek of the thing on this video, because all this stuff is way being shot out of order because I've been busy. So you can see the ducting just going right through there, and what we end up having to do is wire in a booster fan. So that is a ducting booster fan that basically, it's a little clear tube there. It's got a pressure sensor. So when it detects that the dryer is exhausting, it kicks on. It has just a normal 120 plug on it for power. And then it will basically suck on one side and blow out the other, and help the dryer pushed that air out, and you can see I ran flex duct the rest of the way to the eave and exhausting outside. And I can kind of walk and show you what that kind of eave vent looks like. And again, we're exhausting the air outside. We're not exhausting it into the soffit. We're just using the soffit as a vent. And you can see it's that rightmost vent there. And that's where it's coming out. And all that'll get painted to match and everything. So that's pretty much dryer vents. I'll go back in here. All your joints, when you do this ducting, they need to be taped and taped well. Here's another view. You can see everywhere there's a joint where those 90s are, where the straight pipes connect together, all needs to be taped using the proper ducting tape, which is not duct tape. Duct tape is the last thing you want to use. It's a like an aluminum foil tape. It's by all the ducting supplies at Lowe's. I mean, you can, it's easy to find, but that's the tape you want to use. And not only do you want to tape your all your joints, but you want to tape your elbows too. So all those elbows, a lot of the ones they sell, they have multiple parts that articulate to basically allow you to get about any angle out of them. But all those places are potential leaks for air. So you want to make sure that you either use tape. I think the proper way is you actually use like a paint-on mastic or duct seal or something like that, but I didn't care. So I just used tape and it's gonna be fine. So that's about it for dryers. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.